Hey all, I'm Nina Ruberti, and this is Bailey, my co-creator and high frequency being that keeps me very present every day as we work this earth plane together. Today I wanted to discuss words. We know that words are very, very powerful. I'm not sure who made up that saying of sticks and stones can break my bones, but words will never hurt me, because words are extremely hurtful and they kind of stick with us throughout our lifetimes. There are things that people say to you that all of a sudden makes you feel not worthy or not good enough, or possibly, that you're not good enough in a job, or you're not pretty enough, or intelligent enough, or smart enough, or whatever the words are. Those words stick with us, and we want to keep our vibration high and our frequency high, and we need to be very conscientious of the words that we use. As we know in lyrics today of songs, there's a lot of, subliminal messages that come through, so you need to be very cautious of the words and the music that you listen to, because a lot of that is it's a lower frequency, and it is kind of causes a little bit chaos within your cells. Our cells listen to everything that we say. So when you say words like I am in affirmations, make sure that whatever word follows I am, that you are conscious of that, because your cells are going to hear that and want to make sure that they follow what it is that you do, what you're asking your cells to do. So when you are saying that I am thin, I am beautiful, I'm wealthy, I'm intelligent, your cells are going to try to replicate that and make sure that you do that. But if you say something like I am, and a lot of times I try to say I'm experiencing tiredness, because if all of a sudden you say that you are tired, your cells will be like, okay, well, we need to make sure that we show her tiredness. So you will be tired. Or the same thing with sick, or whatever the word is after I am. It's Christ I am, which is a Christian, right? So it's Christian, which is Christ I am. So let's go through some various words as to what is kind of, I don't want to say deceiving, but so our English language is basically, the root of our English words are from Latin, which I love taking Latin. We took it in 6th and 7th grade, and then after that, for some reason, it was no longer offered. Because when you break down Latin, or when you know Latin words, you can break down the words and see exactly what that means. So growing up, we used to have to spell words. And when you spell a word, we know that. So it's kind of like spell casting. So that is another reason why you really need to be conscientious of the songs and lyrics that you're listening to, because as we know, there's a lot of choruses and things like that you repeat over and over and you sing out loud, and it's so much fun, but it's also possibly, who knows what it's invoking, right? It's spell casting, so it could be invoking something that you're not even conscious or aware of. So just when you're listening to songs or the words that we say, make sure that they resonate with you and that they are of a high frequency. We want to keep ourselves at the highest frequency, which I know this little one keeps me very present in a high frequency. And it's another reason why we want to get into nature and do the various things. But the various words, like, for instance, it's so fascinating when you start looking into words, and it's everywhere. So everyone says blessed. But if you break down that word, it's be less. So are we saying be less to everyone? Be less than you? These are just things like believe. It's be lie. So is that be lie, that we're be telling a lie, but you believe in it? So are you believing in a lie? There is basically words like we're always saying pray, P-R-A-Y, but are you praying, or are you praying as P-R-E-Y? You are pray, or someone's praying upon you, or they're praying for you, right? So be careful with that pray and pray. You have also, when everyone greets someone, you say hello. Well, is that hello? Or say hey, hi. Or people say good morning. And, that could be M-O-R-N-I-N-G or M-O-U-R-N-I-N-G. as mourning, like you're grieving. So it's not really good grieving or good someone passed away. So, when you say good morning, is it really good morning or good morning? It's the same thing with like when we get up in the morning, you have breakfast. And then a lot of people have like big breakfasts. They have pancakes and eggs and sausage and all kinds of stuff. But maybe breakfast is breaking your fast. So you're fasting throughout the night, so maybe it's a break fast as compared to having breakfast. There is also, as a lot of people talk about, density, which is a mass. But instead of saying density, which I'm not a fan of density, it could be like light dimensional beings because you're on a different dimensional plane. Or you say that it's like your soul contract with animals, that a lot of times we say our soul contract. And I'm not really a fan of the word contract because that is more legal than lawful, right? So I prefer the word agreement or something that is not a contract because that binds you together. Whereas you have basically like religion. Are you realigning yourself? Religion. There's so many different things. Like I always say, I'm grateful, GREATFUL, as compared to great, GRATEFUL. So are you grating on someone's nerves? Grating on someone's nerves? Are you grateful that they are in your life? There's also various things as we talk about a business. Is it a business or is it busyness? Are we doing business just to keep ourselves busy? It's the busyness of things. We also have, there's some interesting ones as most of us many know, like television, tell a lie vision, telling their lies in their visions. Because, as we know, we use a remote control to put on a program or a channel. So those we're being programmed with the tell a lie vision. We also have basically when people complain, are you coming to the plane, which you're coming down to the 3D darkness? I mean, there's so many different things. One of that I love is intimacy, which is into me, I see, right? Because that is what we need to do. As a lot of people will say, oh, do you understand? No, I don't understand because I'm not standing under you, but I understand because I understand my inner knowledge and my inner wisdom that I understand. I get it, not understand and standing under. So there's so many different words and I don't know, it's just amazing. The list of words can go on and on and on. So I just want you, when you're speaking or when you're just reading or listening to music or whatever that is, be very conscious of your words because words are very deceitful. And even though we're not aware of what we're saying, it brings that, it's a certain residency as you can feel into that. I know that when I did an animal communication safari with a woman, Anna Brettenbach, and she talks about, there's a YouTube video on the black leopard that she did with, his name was Diablo, and then she changed that to spirit. And the shift and the energy of that black leopard was phenomenal. But she talks about that he didn't like his name Diablo. And that it kind of resonates low. It's more kind of darkness. Whereas spirit is light and freeing, and you can just feel the frequency is much higher. I know that when you talk about just names, like my name is originally from Antonina. So that is so expansive. And then you get my name is Nina, and it's just kind of like, wow, that's kind of cut off and shortened. So is the potential been shortened because it's Nina? As originally it came from Antonina, which you can feel into the words and to the expansiveness of the words and the frequency of the words. So when you are having a conversation or just reading or writing things or whatever the case may be, tune in to the words that you are saying because words are powerful and they do have a lot of meaning and they can raise someone up and give them encouragement, or they can actually bring that vibration down of someone depending upon what it is that you're saying. So just be very conscientious of what it is that you're saying with your words And let me know what words that you find interesting, or what kind of words that we say on a day-to-day basis that all of a sudden when you break it down is not really what the word is that we've been meant to believe it is. So I hope this was helpful or interesting to you. I would appreciate it if you subscribe to my video, like and share, and I'll see you on the next video and get into nature.